but dead inside.
We have an intro for the show. There's just this.
Dead in.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW Anthology Series Review, episode 128, Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction 209, Phoenix West.
Dig.
Hi, Dick. We're doing a back-to-back tonight.
This is an exciting episode. These two were probably... The first one was the most fun I think we've had in a while.
Yeah. Second one,
just because it had the magic. The second one's kind of boring and bland. But the first one we had Dick Van Patten and a haunted milk bucket.
A haunted bucket. Next on... Oh, my God. I saved the timestamp for that so I can save it.
Yes, we'll play that.
But let's begin with... we we're competition. You have 41 points.
Yeah.
Beyond Belief. Out of 67 stories.
Wow.
You have 41. I have 35. We're both over 50%, which is pretty good. But
I don't know.
Tonight, we're doing 10 episodes. I'm 6 behind. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can catch up to down by 1 if I get all of them right and you get all of them wrong.
Yeah, who knows?
It's exciting.
This is exciting.
Do you want to go first on this episode or do you want to go second? Second gets the bucket.
I'll go first because I don't remember what the first one was.
You want to go first because you don't remember what it is?
Yeah, what was it? Remind me what the first story was.
Right below you, the list.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I was small screen. Hold on.
It is Rock and Roll Ears.
Oh, that's right. The stupidest one I've ever seen. So, Rock and Roll Ears is an old guy that works at a Sam Goody store. He used to be a rocker. He used to play with like Jimi Hendrix and Cream and all the great bands of the 60s. And like this Devon Sawa character actor comes in. He's like, "You didn't play with anybody, old man. You're a stupid old man. I'm telling you, bro, I used to play." And he plays the guitar and he basically demasculates the kid. Yeah. And he comes back with a van full of speakers, and they open up the speakers and they blast the Sam Goody store so much that the windows break, and then his headphones blow up, and he goes, "I can hear just fine, kid." And that was the cure of his deaf problem.
His hearing.
And that was the episode.
Electrifies his head like Daniel Stern in Home Alone 2.
So let's find out if this was bullshit.
Yeah, we're gonna fast forward through this because we spent so much.
It was terrible.
I need to actually play the episodes, not our audio. Hold on.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going to pull this up and present this. Let's show that. Here we go. And let's figure out what the ending is on this fucking thing. Dick Van Patten, blah, blah, blah. She leaves. Okay, here's the ending. For Rock and Roll Ears, you voted fact, I voted fiction.
Okay.
Which were fiction when Beyond Belief returns.
Now it's time to see which of our stories tonight are inspired by actual events.
Tell me, JF.
Fiction. Let's take another look at the story of the former rock musician with a hearing loss.
Yo, he ain't moving. I think we killed him. Oh, man. He ain't dead. He's just deaf! Ain't that right, old man? How's the music now? Is it loud enough?
I can hear you just fine.
You don't have to yell.
Shit, we help someone. Run!
I can hear you just fine.
Bitch.
I voted fiction, you voted fact.
An event like this actually happened? Not this time.
Yes.
Hey, all right. Hilarious.
All right. So next up is the bucket, which I do want to play. This is actually Don LaFontaine here. I do want to play his audio because we had to pause because we were laughing so hard.
I can't believe what I heard.
Huh? It was at 9:16 in the movie, or in the clip here. Up next, here it goes.
On Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
Okay, it was before that.
Or
is this one only hearsay?
Here we go.
We'll find out whether this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, a farmhouse is invaded by a haunted bucket on Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
I'm still laughing.
It's all I needed.
The haunted bucket.
I'm going to save that clip for other shows in future use.
That's wonderful. That's the best thing to come out of the show in a long time.
This is going to be a quick one to describe because it's literally an old man named Sam. Gus. He's old as shit. He's delivering milk buckets once a week to this farmhouse in which TV sitcom dad lives with his wife and their ugly ginger child. And then Sam rides off and he's like, I'm always here. You can count on me. It's Sam.
Sam.
And he leaves, and then the milk bucket starts to shake in the corner. The little ugly ginger girl's like, that's him. That's the bucket is moving. And the dad carries it away like Sam's head or Gus's head is inside of it. He takes it back to Gus, and then he finds Gus had a stroke. There's a lot of strokes in tonight's episode. And then, there was the amazing storm sequence, which was they're sitting there in it's clearly like 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's bright and sunny as shit outside. And you hear I was equating it to the CDs you put on to fall asleep with back in the day, where it was like a gentle rainstorm. It was like, you get the thunder sounds and and it was completely fine outside. You could see out the window the entire time. Could they not block the sun out?
It's very bright outside.
Bright as shit. Anyway,
he drives to Gus's place, and it's bright as day.
Yes.
There is no storm, no sign of
zero storm.
The roads aren't even wet. The roads aren't wet. They're dry.
They didn't do
no mud.
They just played an audio soundtrack over it, and it was so obvious.
That storm's pretty rough there. They're making a
storm's
bucket
coming
move
in
by itself there.
It's what you wanted. A storm, remember? Remember the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Rises.
Juno Temple. Where they were lesbian lovers, but then they said it wasn't lesbian lovers.
Oh, you voted fiction. I voted fact. No, we both voted fact on this one. Sorry.
Okay. I think we're both right.
What about the story of the milk bucket that sent the mysterious SOS signal?
Fact.
Bye. SOS to the world.
Are they going to play the... Oh, no, they're not. Play the storm sound.
Maybe we'll get some milk today after all.
Oh, I guess the storm was over by then.
Yeah.
Oh, I also called him the guy from Airplane.
Yes.
He looks like the girl from Airplane.
A little bit.
Did the story of the exploding milk bucket really happen?
Fact.
A similar story could take place.
Knew it.
All right, Dick, you got the bridesmaid.
Bro, this is a good one. Bridesmaid. Ugly woman, sister's getting married. She's always a bridesmaid, never bride. But magically, this husband, he disappears on a boating trip. And the sister moves in with her. And the bridesmaid essentially has to live with her sister. And she starts online dating. She meets a guy named Corey. He loves the Beatles. And she says, let's meet.
The early stuff.
Yes, the early stuff. And they meet at a bar. And ends up being Corey is actually the missing husband who had amnesia the whole time. And he goes back with his sister, marries his sister again, and the poor woman is left to be alone and a hag forever.
They do not have a happy ending for this.
No, she cuts her own throat at the end at the hotel.
I'm confused because her voiceover goes, he went down to the Caribbean and died in a sport fishing accident or something like that. And I was like,
no, it's a storm and all the people on the board died.
Fishing? What a weird
whatever.
And why? So he had amnesia in the Caribbean.
Yes, just like Uncle Fester.
He drives all the way to, let's just say, obviously it's Toronto, but let's just say it's like Minnesota. No, it's Florida. Okay, I take back because I remember the wedding was in Florida. Both weddings. Because he comes back.
Florida quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes all the way there and is like, hey, I'll show up at my hometown and start dating because I be horny. Like, that's his first thought with amnesia. He just happens to go back to his hometown. I don't get it.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Anyway, you voted fiction. I voted fact.
What about the bittersweet tale of
Come
the
on.
kind-hearted woman fated to be a bride?
Come on.
All right, everybody.
Fact,
Come on, I'm
fact,
gonna throw
fact,
it. Get
fact.
ready.
Pretty
All you
sister.
single ladies, come out there.
Ugly as shit sister. And a creepy
Oh,
photographer.
so mean.
Andy Dick, the photographer behind her.
I need to do white balance on your big ass nose.
Here it comes.
Why are they playing this clip? Why didn't they play the clip where she's like, "You're my brother-in-law"?
Oh, give it time. They had to fill like 30 seconds extra on the show.
She looks like the mom from Malcolm in the Middle. Is that not her?
Did this story of unrequited love actually take place? Yes.
Yeah.
According to first-hand interviews conducted by author Robert Trayvons.
Bullshit. That's the
All right,
dumbest
I'm
thing I ever heard.
I've officially stopped going with my gut and I'm going with my head at the end of the story. It's
Yeah.
paying off so far.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's hilarious.
All right.
It's almost too stupid not to be real.
Voices from the Grave, the fourth story, is kind of racist because it's about an Asian doctor who tells the detective. It looks like Lee Martin's Beyond Belief, Lee Martin's Hospital. But he's like, I was not surprised to see the detective walk down the hall, but I was surprised to find out the narrator was Asian. They show him and he's like, my wife has been talking in voices and talking about a crime she didn't know about. And she's like doing the interview with the detective, blah, blah, blah. She reveals that she can speak about the crime that she was not there for. Stuff was not released. And the girl who was killed in the hospital in the boiler room burned her back on some PVC piping, which apparently contains molten hot lava water.
Yes.
Which is not a fucking thing because they would melt. You don't.
A PVC pipe.
It's a plastic tubing. You don't have water hot enough that could burn you in a PVC pipe. It just doesn't happen. Anyway, they do a whole sting operation where she's sitting there like pretending to be the dead sister or the dead friend, whatever she is. And the guy's like, who are you? And he's like he's mopping in the hallway, goes in there for no reason. And he admits to his crime out loud because he thinks she's a ghost, even though technically it is. This story would be interesting if it didn't have the supernatural. But then he admits to it and they arrest him immediately. It felt like Lee Martin's The Midnight Hour.
Yep.
Beyond Belief episode. It was terrible. You voted fiction. I voted fact.
Ooh, this is good.
I got a feeling you're going to be right on this one, though.
I don't know. I don't think
What about
so.
They're not going to do 3 facts in a row.
the tale of the woman
They
who was
could.
channeling the voice of a murder victim she never knew?
Please. Stop. Stop.
Don't go to Lee Martin's house.
I don't want to go with you. Stop. You're hurting me. No. Help. Somebody help me.
Where are you, Evelyn?
Shut up.
I'm here.
I'm afraid.
Who are you afraid of?
Jeff.
Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Here. Take it. Take it.
This story of a crime solved with help from the beyond. Is it based on reality?
Shit. They have the angle where he's going to go, not this time. You're going to be right here.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my God. Oh. No way.
I believe it.
All right. I've officially caught up. I'm only down by 3 now.
Wow. This makes it exciting.
And we only have 2 in the future that are different. Whew.
Yeah, well, shit, there you go.
Shit. The rest of this episode, this last story we agreed on. So you have the chess game.
Dick Van Patten is playing chess with his old friend.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Every Saturday. And then his wife makes some sandwiches. Then they always play chess. And then he always makes the first move. Always the same first move every time. He calls him on it. And they laugh. And he goes home, dies in a car accident. Next Saturday comes to pass. They decide to play chess to cheer up Dick Van Patten. And then the chess pieces move by themselves. And then he smells the cologne. And then he
what was the
says, "Oh my God, it's a bum, rum bum Malibu or something." I don't know.
Rum bum blue :
something stupid. And then ends up being his ghost is playing chess with him at the end, and he's all happy. But we both decided it's just him having dementia and he's losing his mind.
And the wife's just like, you know what, fuck it.
She's just playing along.
Timothy's busy with his career in Hollywood. He's not going to call Dick. Just go ahead and talk to the other chair. Who cares?
I think it's his brother. That's not even. I think it's either his brother or his uncle or his nephew. I don't think it's his son.
I thought it was his son.
They're not directly. I don't think they're directly related. I think it's his nephew. At least that's what I think it is. I think it's his nephew who directed some great HBO shows and a bunch of other stuff. And he's great in that MST3K movie, the Shaolin monk thing or whatever.
Wow. Yeah, he's the half brother of Dick Van Patten.
Half brother, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I know they weren't directly related.
Half his age.
Well, I think he is.
He's born in 59. How is he a half brother? He got
different mother. Had to be different mother.
That is crazy. Or
had to be
definitely different.
The father had.
There's a father who
had a younger
years.
Wife. Yeah,
that is crazy.
I'm Dick Van Patten. My father was a cheating bastard.
Hold on, is this the right Timothy?
It has to be. There's only one TV.
What was Tim Van Patten's show at MST? That was.
Oh God! It was like the
Master Ninja.
Master Ninja, yeah. It was one of
Max Kelly. That's
those shows. Yeah, same guy.
That's crazy. Either way,
actor.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Got sidetracked there. Had no idea.
Yeah.
It seems like his son, doesn't it?
It does. I always thought it was, but I realized, oh no, it's not. Yeah, I was shocked when I first heard about that.
Yeah, it turns out he's actually closer related, like further down, I guess, the family tree. Or
just a very
depends how you make your tree.
Must have been his younger brother. He was just like, I'll take care of you, kid. Don't worry about it.
That is crazy.
I'm gonna get you the show about kung fu stuff.
It's like when I found out that when I was a kid, because you don't know ages when you're a child, so I thought Keenan Ivory Wayans was the dad of the family.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Because he looked older. He was bald before the rest of them were.
Right.
And then, so I assumed he was the oldest. And then because I watched in Living Color when I was growing up, and I'm like, oh, he looks way older. Anyway, chess game. I wrote down Janine Lopez shows up because the medium that they hire looks like Janine from Ghostbusters, Annie Potts, and Jennifer Lopez.
Yep.
I also joked that the mom shit herself during the grandma lady.
We did that quite a bit.
When she goes to play with them, I'm like, oh, she shit herself.
Not again.
Oh yeah,
she has incontinence.
Anyway, you voted. We both voted fiction. Sorry.
Let's find out.
Let's review the story of the chess players who could not be separated, even in death.
They separated. It's weird.
Isn't that odd? Yeah, it sure is.
We're gonna see his either shit yourself smell here. Here it is. Evelyn. Oh, sorry about that.
Queef.
That smells like a front fart.
What are you doing?
You smell like old fish and turkey meat.
You wearing bay rum?
Oh.
No.
Bay rum.
Wearing my
bay rum.
Did you think we made up this story of a paranormal chess game?
Yes, we did.
You're wrong.
Whoa! Wow. They put all factors over there.
What does you...
So fiction and then all fact.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
That's what they do sometimes. They throw that little monkey wrench in the gears there. All right, next 5.
You are at 42. I'm at 39. Let's wrap this up. Let's play the ending here.
This is exciting.
We're speeding along here.
Your scorecard show this time.
This is one show I would say listen to the LAW Plus or watch it. I don't know. I don't post the videos, but listen to it.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the Inside Number 9 ones because we don't talk. No. We just sit there and like, oh no, we barely talk. But the Beyond Belief, definitely watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Those are more fun than the actual review
episodes. This show is shit.
Were you able to spot the truth among the lies? Or did you find our final conclusions to be ultimately...
You guys are all full of shit. All these are lies.
Join us for more stories next
time.
I'm
only down by 3 now.
Fact or fiction.
I cut the lead in half.
All right. I'm
Hey,
fine
you've
with
had
that.
a lead for a long time.
I'm fine with that. I didn't say anything.
I'm just saying.
I'm not upset. I'm fine.
Clearly. Okay, sorry.
What's the next show? Let's go to the next game.
All right, hold on. I gotta stop the audio here. Until next time, which is 408 of this show. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Yeah.
Songs distance.
Yeah.
That's the end of the audio.
Yeah.
Export.
Export. Are you going to see
Read
the
all about it.
Super Mario Bros. Movie?
I saw it last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You take the kids, take the girl?
I did. Do you want to talk about that on the show, or
she'd probably like
maybe
it.
Hollywood is Dead?
Yeah, we could bring that up.
Yeah,
You
just
enjoyed it?
quick little. Because I don't see movies that often, so
Little
we should definitely save it.
Yeah,
for that.
I was just say shit. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see if it recorded and it's playing fine.
I saw you see John Wick 4.
It has to be a plus or a long time. All right, let's go ahead.
Long time.
We shall move right along.
Long time.
That was only 21 minutes.
It was, yeah, it was to the
Our
point.
recording of the episode was 54, so definitely check out.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Definitely check out the LAW Plus because it was over double the length of the actual review we did.
Now, does that go in the super feed?
It does.
Okay.
It should. I'm pretty sure I do it most of the time, but I don't think I'm 100% on it. So go to lawstudios.com. LAW Plus is toward the bottom as of right now, and you can check out the audio. I don't have the video because they get banned immediately, so I don't bother.
Audio's fine. That's a podcast. That's the point.
Exactly.
It's all in your mind. It plays out in your mind.
Welcome to the LIW Anthology Series Review 129 Beyond Belief 408 Phoenix West.
Nah.
So long. Oh, sorry. Wrong one.
That's the beginning. No, we're on the next
I'm
episode.
kidding.
Come on.
I'm kidding. Episode 408. Toward the end of the series.
Oh, we need to change the list though. The bottom here we got the wrong.
You're right. You're right.
We need new names.
You're right. You're right.
There you go.
Oh, you
the flower jury.
What is the quote? Oh, you right. You strong. You a real hot dog from Heat, the prostitute when he.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You lied to me. You lied to me.
Oh, you good. You right. No, you good. You fly. You a regular hot dog.
Oh, did you hear? Did I send you
her body in
that,
a basketball court?
Adam Driver as a young as a young De Niro.
No.
In Heat 2, the prequel that they're going to make into a movie. Michael Mann wants to do it with Adam Driver. Macaulay.
Man wants to do it.
Man said he's going to do it. He wants Adam Driver as Macaulay as a young man.
When you said man, I was thinking of the word man. I'm like,
Michael Mann.
I thought you were saying the movie's called Man Wants to Do It.
No.
And I was like, that's the fucking name?
That's the porno. That's the porno spoof.
Yeah. I do want to read Heat 2. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, it's basically a prequel and a sequel.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you've seen some of those, like kind of like Godfather.
Yeah.
Sequel, prequel.
Oh yeah.
Godfather 2 is better. So yeah, it could work out great.
No, should be fine.
I'm
sure it'll be. I like Michael Mann, so I'll watch it.
But also, I saw his latest movie, Black Hat.
That was bad. I never saw that one. That was a big bomber too. There's a big.
Oh, I watched it, the whole fucking thing, and I'm like,
ooh.
It wasn't terrible, but I'm like, oh, Michael Mann, what happened? He went so far down the digital rabbit hole.
Oh wow!
That he never recovered.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here to talk about this.
Not recovering.
Episode. Caitlin's Candle comes up first.
Caitlin's Candle.
Caitlin's Candle is a guy that we do not. It's told in backstory. Her dad got robbed, and they stole the mom's candle. And he had a stroke, and she's taking care of him, and she gets robbed of her purse, and she chases a junkie Devon Sawa. We had a whole theme of Devon Sawa in these two episodes, all the stories.
It works.
The mom's candle bursts into flames. The junkie flees. I thought the mom was going to kill her due to this. Sorry. But no, the flames just go out because it's a magical candle and can control fire. Apparently the mom is an avatar from M. Night Shyamalan's best movie.
Happening.
the Airbender. What's it called?
Airbender.
The Last Airbender. Okay.
Last Airbender.
But anyway, the mom brings the candle back to the dad, who just gave up on looking for her. Although he has a house phone on the table at a diner. He wasn't on the phone. He was sitting in front of it, like he didn't know what to do with it because he had a stroke recently.
We had a stroke. What do you want?
He's like, he knew enough to go, "Hey, my daughter just ran. Can I get the phone?" And then they handed it to him, and he's like,
I need a phone.
"How's the tuna salad?" And he just completely lost his train of thought.
I shit myself. Phone.
They find a necklace inside of it, and I was joking that it was just from a quarter machine.
Yes,
those little candy ones. But he's like, she goes, "We sold that necklace for $100,000, and I can afford to Canadian dollars, but I can still afford to have someone take care of my dad full time."
And we mentioned that this is the same subplot of many different stories within the Beyond Belief pantheon.
The Rip Taylor swap meet episode. There's so many of these. I didn't even want to go.
There's a ton. There's a ton. Yeah.
They really have like 4 stories that they keep.
They recycle all of them. And then,
so we're getting a little better. I think our numbers, as far as our percentages, are going to go up. Because really, you had on the last episode, you didn't do too well, but I think we're going to do better and better.
Well, I went against my gut because I thought it'd be more interesting because I agreed with you on a few of them, but I said fake because I just wanted to be different.
Hey, I let you go first. Don't give me that bullshit excuse.
That's fine. No, but that was the excuse I used because I would have gotten 2 out of the 3. I did say they were real, but then I said it could be fake, so I'm going to lean towards fake, but it's probably real, and it ended up being real.
You know, so we both would have factored.
Well, real. Yes, so we'll find out what happens.
Oh!
I'm excited.
Yeah, here we go. Here's
cunt
breaks. Caitlin's cunt. Let's find out. Cuntle.
What's inside Caitlin's cuntle?
Stories and find out which ones are inspired by actual events.
What about
which ones are totally false?
Tell me, JF.
What about the woman whose family and very life was saved by a special candle?
Ah!
What's in the candle?
I was too weak to get up. I thought I would die. But then the fire went out all by itself.
If you thought this story was based on a real-life occurrence, you're right. A similar story happened to a woman in the East in the early 80s.
That's it. See, that's all he has to say. Yeah, a story like that happened to a lady in the 80s in the East.
Yes.
Okay.
We're both right.
Can you go into more detail? Can you go into more detail, JF? No.
Very East, to be more specific.
Far East?
Yeah. All right, you are up. It's the Flower Jury. Good luck.
Flower Jury. This one, pretty good. 2 detectives come in. One was the guy from Battlestar Galactica. The other guy was a Canadian character actor. Could have been
Canadian Matt Damon.
Could have been Matt Damon. They go in. They're trying to solve a murder. It's an Asian guy who owns a flower shop. No witnesses. So they talk to the nephew. The nephew's like, I don't know what happened.
Would you say there was a sunflower in the episode?
There was a sunflower.
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
How often is that clip really relevant? I wanted to play
it. Two more times. Because the sunflower is on the witness stand because the guy from BSG...
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
David Cross's wife. So they get the plant connected to a lie detector.
It sounds like you're making this up.
This is what happens in the episode, and then they bring in transients, and the plant does not respond to any of them. And then the nephew comes in, the plant goes crazy, and they said, "We just had a witness that said that you did it." What? No way. And he said, "Yeah, way. You killed your uncle." He goes, "Yeah, I did for the money." And then that was it. That was the end of the episode. The flower, basically, they used the flower to solve a murder case, which I'm sure was thrown out of court when it initially came to pass, but whatever.
If you watch the LAW Plus, or We don't post a video, shit. But I called the nephew was the killer before they even fully showed his face.
Right, yeah.
You predicted a couple of these ones coming up here, but we were never surprised. It is sad how predictable these are.
Oh, they're hilarious, yeah.
I was like, it cuts, the camera goes, and you see the two detectives. I'm like, the nephew fucking killed him. Talking about him, like, there you go. All right, so Lee Martin's Flower Shop.
Yeah.
I also wrote the detectives. We voted fact. We both said fact.
How about the flower that caught a murderer?
Hey, what's going on? I saw the lights. Nothing, just a little experiment.
It's him! Get him! Tackle him!
So, you guys getting any leads yet on who murdered my uncle?
Yeah,
This one has to be false, right? Wrong. Our research shows a similar incident happened in the New York area in the late 70s.
See? It's all bullshit. That's a lie. That's a lie, even though we got it right.
We knew what they're
Yeah, exactly.
off,
Yeah.
So
yes, yeah.
When you see the police stuff, typically you're going to get more fact.
Yes.
All right. The Mentor is next. This was two brothers. I don't know why it's called. Why is it called The Mentor?
No, you're thinking of the old bike.
No, the old bike is called The Old Bike.
Yeah, but that has two brothers in it. What does the Mentor have?
The Mentor also has two brothers. They're magicians.
Oh, that's right. Is that what it was?
There's an ice trick.
Yeah.
There's a prophecy that one of the brothers will die. I called that it would be the brother who's not in the ice.
Yes, yes.
That's what happens. I don't even want to go into detail. It's not worth it. So, you said fact. I said fiction. I did say, what happens if this is just the plot of The Prestige? Do we start like texting or emailing or tweeting Christopher Nolan and Jonathan Nolan and just be like, hey guys, come on. Give Beyond Belief some props here. Give them some credit. Because they do reveal in the beginning. I was like, oh God, I'm right. Because there's two brothers, but they're not twins. Kind of unfortunate. Anyway, you said fact. I said fiction. Dick, let's find out.
What about the escape artists who couldn't escape their terrible curse?
I'll be standing vigil for the entire 24 hours. If I see even the slightest problem, I'll release Philip immediately.
I don't know.
Oh, the German.
It's that ridiculous.
Made a lot of Nazi jokes about this
Yeah,
guy.
we did. Yes, we did. You have one here.
9.
9, don't believe it.
Adolf will not be impressed. Okay, he's clapping with his cane on the ground.
This curse, isn't it? That one of us will die during an escape? You don't believe in that, do you?
I'm just worried about you boys.
I won't die in there, Frederick. I promise you.
If you thought this one was phony, you're right. It never happened.
Yeah. Dick, I'm now down by 2.
Yes.
Hey, fuck you. Let me have something. I want you to like claw one eye out, if you will. Add some anger. We do have to switch off here because this episode was just missing from the video file I had. And we had to go to YouTube, who luckily had this episode. Because now we switch over to the old bike. Dick.
The old bike.
Good luck.
So, two brothers. One's a criminal, just got out of prison. Is going to comes back to his whole town of Canada, and they're trying to live with each other. He can't handle life. They're not very bright, or they're not very rich. So they go to this antique shop. And they find a bike, and they go, "Hey, we were together. It's $5, bro. Come on." It's whatever. So they buy the bike, and then they get into this fight where the other brother tries to kill the other brother, and the bike stops them because the light comes on. And goes, "Stop, stop!" And they go, "What? The bike stopped us. Oh my God. Look, there's something underneath the seat. It says Hannigan. That's their dad's name." They put it out. They made a call to somebody in the area.
New Jersey.
And yeah, Hoboken, New Jersey. And then
they live in the Goonies house.
They live in the Goonies house, apparently. And the brother, the guy comes in, he says, well, actually, that was my brother. Your brother, that means that you're our uncle. Yeah, I'm your uncle. And I have a company. I have a construction company that's going under, and I need you to take the fall for me embezzling. So why don't you come work for me and go to prison for me? And that's kind of what happened.
It's the beginning of Buried Alive.
Pretty much. That's right. Yeah. Good movie.
Great movie.
What was the baby? I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
It's his baby. It's Dickless's baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you voted fiction. I voted fact.
Ooh, okay. So this is it. It's the decider.
This is the decider. We had to go to YouTube to watch this. Thank God for YouTube, because for some reason it was just missing, and I'm like trying to figure out why it was weird.
Now, granted, again, this story has been retold on the show before because there's many instances where the same plot happens.
Same. Remember the military one where he goes into the store, the surplus store?
It was his dad's
jacket
outfit. Yeah, exactly.
Same fucking thing over and over and over. We're noticing a very clear trend here.
Yeah.
Family torn apart for years.
That was weird.
Something inside the handlebar.
I don't believe this. I hate my sons.
Property of Johnny Morgan.
My sons are fags. Oh my God.
Dad.
Have you heard a story like this before? You may have. A similar event happened in New England in the 90s.
There you go.
Oh, that was it.
See, it's always a fact. It's the same. They do that story all the time. It's the same bullshit.
Dick, I'm only down by one.
I know. And I think the next one we both agreed on, right?
The next one we both agreed on. We moved right into our last episode. It is called The Music Teacher. I wrote
lots of molestation jokes on this one.
Oh my God, this is my favorite one that we've ever done for the review, for the actual screening, because so many molestation jokes. Because we predicted it right away. Like, this guy's not real. The second that guy walked in, the old guy he's dead. He's not there anymore. You were right as far as how long he's been dead. I was thinking longer because he hasn't seen him in decades, so I just assumed. But
right, yeah.
He teaches him to play, and he gives him the hush money, which is chocolate. Take the chocolate and don't tell anyone I put my finger inside you. Yes, let's take the chocolate.
Ooh.
Eat the chocolate.
Your fingers are dirty. My fingers are dirty with chocolate, but it's not chocolate.
He essentially gets the guy over his music writer's block, and that's all he's doing.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
And then his son shows up, and it reminded me of a scene out of Clue where he's like, oh, and he's like in the rain, and he's like at the door.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? And he's like, my dad. I want to tell you the reason he couldn't show up to the appointment is because he just died last night. And he's like, but your dad.
But he was here. But he was here.
And we wanted the son to be like, oh yeah, I found the shoebox full of old photographs under my dad's bed. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
By the way,
I've been apologizing to all the victims.
The settlement money is coming shortly.
Probate is working on the payments. You can definitely get in line. And good God, what a line! Can you imagine how many kids were involved with 55 years of piano?
Oh ye gods! Especially the 8mm video. The 8mm reels cans. Those are gross.
I can suggest
the film is real.
Psychiatrist. Yeah, that's all I can do, sir. Anyway, I'm so sorry he didn't show up. The monster is now dead. We both said fiction.
Let's have one more look at the story of the music teacher who returned from beyond.
We might both be wrong on this one.
Huh?
We both might be wrong on this one. That's the thing.
I hope not, because if I get it right, I'm 5 for 5 this episode.
Ooh.
That means I'm 9 for 10 out of the last 2 episodes.
Ooh, you're so talented.
Give me your hand.
Shut up. I've had a good streak. I want to celebrate it for once. Let me have it. God damn it.
I know, it's fine. I'm not Christopher Lloyd.
Like 6 months now.
That's not the guy from MASH. Touch the keys, boy. Touch my keys.
I was calling him Pete Holmes. He's got a Pete Holmes look to him.
There was an energy coming from Martin's hands that I felt throughout my entire body.
Mostly the
Even
shape
my
was out.
cock. It's a boy blue.
I felt like his hands were still there, guiding me, but I was
Hand
on
of
my
the
own.
moon.
Did a similar story to this one take place?
No.
Perhaps. But this one has been made up.
Yes. 9 for 10.
9.
Truth and fiction. They often seem to be two sides of the same coin. And when that coin is spun, is the result fate, luck, or a combination of the two? Is it possible to determine the fake from the real, or are we dealing in a realm that is truly beyond belief? I'm Jonathan Frakes.
Right.
The true stories on tonight's show were based upon first-hand research by author
Some
Robert
asshole.
Tralins. This is Campbell Lane.
Bye, Campbell Lane. Bye, Dick Clark. Bye, JF. Oh, I do want to mention,
Lane.
when you were here in person, we did watch. You mentioned before on one of these episodes about a Jonathan Frakes interview on.
Yes.
What's his name? Podcast.
Inside of You. Michael Rosenbaum.
Michael Rosenbaum. Thank you. And I was like, I was actually interested. I'm like, I want to watch that, but I'm glad you actually just put it on, and me, you, and my wife just sat there and watched the entire 2-hour interview together.
Yeah.
And I could have gone
Well,
another 2 hours.
It was a good one. Well, the problem is it's long because he has a lot of commercial breaks.
He does. We skipped those though.
It was just like, oh man, that's a bit much. But
I could have watched another 2 hours of him talking. And I don't think none of us.
He's a lot of fun.
And he was very honest.
I like Jonathan Frakes.
Very open.
Yeah.
The man curses like a sailor, just like you said he did. You were not wrong there.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
He was just like, the whole fucking thing was like, and I'm like, oh God, it's William Riker. Come on. He swears so much. I just like seeing him him and Rosenbaum were just very honest about where they are in their lives, and but they're also clearly happy. And I was like, this is a fun interview. Sometimes you get an interview with someone and they're clearly pretending to be happy, but I believe both those guys. And I'm like,
I couldn't believe it. Frank is 70. He's 70 years old.
The man looks astounding for 70.
He looks good for 70,
yeah. When he said that his parents were hippies, I was like, well, no shit. Look at you. So he's got his leg folded over and he's leaning forward. I'm like,
no, he said they weren't his parents weren't hippies. They're more intellectuals. They weren't hippies. His mom was not a hippie, and his dad was a professor, English professor. Read all the greats. He was a literature guy. But he smoked dope and everything. So
okay.
I think he was talking about himself. He was more because he was a big pothead.
Yeah, he's clearly.
But no, it's worth watching. Yeah, Jonathan Frakes is a funny guy. He's a good guy.
Check that out.
So go enjoy him.
I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that we watched that, and it was actually very, very interesting and well worth the watch.
Michael Biehn one's pretty interesting.
Watch
too.
the video.
Michael Biehn did one too, not too long ago. That was interesting.
Michael Bihn's son. I don't know if he still does, but he was working on Adam Carolla's podcast for a while. Anyway, let's get out of here. I'm only down by 1 point now. The next time,
exciting.
Our next 2 episodes are on May 5th, so we might do them, we might not, because I have a baby being born right on then.
Whatever.
My baby's due date. Tales from the Crypt Keeper, 202, Cold Blood, Warm Heart, and The Spider and the Flies. That's 1 episode of the cartoon. Then we're also doing for the first time Secrets of the Crypt Keeper's Haunted House. Sloths with Dogs.
Wow.
That'll be a very quick review episode. That'll be more of a check out the LIW Plus one. But we're not doing Beyond Belief until, episode 143. No, 139. And we just finished 129. This is 129 right now. So a while.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to throw in some more Tales from the Crypt.
That sounds fun.
Me and you, and we both like it. Adam's gone, who hated it. So
yeah, don't worry about him. He's dead.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want now.
Yeah, great.
Let's see how Adam curses us with Tales from the Crypt style.
Yeah, it'll probably be a terrible episode.
Until next time. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dig hot.
So long, citizens.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Haunted milk buckets.
God, I want to play that again.
Uh-oh. What happened? Oh my God, he left me alone. Oh my holy God. What happened here? Oh no, hold on. Technical difficulties, please hold. Do 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 do. I'll leave this webpage, leave the StreamYard.